Hey, good morning, everyone. It is July 1st, which is Canada Day. Happy Canada Day to all my Canadian friends. Great day. Proud to be a Canadian. Blue Jays are playing an afternoon game today. I'm going to be watching. Um, it's halfway through the year, July 1st. So I thought I would do a video ranking my favorite studio albums that have been released in 2022. My top 10. Um, there's been some great live albums released this year, but they're from older performances, so I didn't really include them, and I didn't include any live albums and or greatest hits or anything like that. So or reissues. These are all brand new studio albums. So top 10. Let's go. Number 10, Jack White, Fear of the Dawn. I gotta admit, this took me a couple of listens. Um, the guitar on this is, I don't know how to describe it, kind of fuzzy and heavy, and it's got that Jack White sound, but the album is definitely growing on me. Good enough that it made top 10 on my list, so check this one out. It's not too bad for Mr. White. He has another album, I think, coming out very soon. He's having a prolific year. Number 9, this album really surprised me. Could have actually been higher on my list. The Red Hot Chili Peppers, Unlimited Love. I thought this kind of comeback album, I guess if you want to call it. Fantastic from start to finish. I don't think there's a weak song on here. Um, Big fan of the first song, Black Summer, which I think was kind of the hit. Um, Aquatic Mouth Dance, I think, is my favorite song on the album. Um, Pretty good album, and it's got a lot of songs on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 9, 17 songs. So pretty good. Good effort from the boys. Red Hot Chili Pepper, Unlimited Love at number 9. Number 8, an album that I think got positive reviews from everyone. When this album came out, everybody was talking about it. Everybody loved it, and I wouldn't be surprised if it shows up on a lot of people's number 1 album of the year. Is Tears for Fears, The Tipping Point. This is a great record. I think I have a lot of love for songs from the Big Chair, but I'm telling you, this is right up there. It's a great effort from the boys. Great acoustic songs and some, just Tears for Fears sound and um, introspective lyrics dealing with the death of one of the members' wives. I can't remember which guy, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's a really, really excellent, excellent, excellent album. Like I said, I could see this showing up on some lists as number 1. Um, Great female artist from kind of the bluegrass field, bit country, Molly Tuttle. Molly Tuttle released this album. Her band is called Golden Highway, and the album is called Crooked Tree. She won the Instrumentalist of the Year at the 2018 Americana Music Awards. This album is produced by Jerry Douglas and Molly Tuttle, featuring guest performances by Sierra Hall, Old Crow Medicine Show, Margot Price, Billy Strings, Dan Kaminsky, Jillian Welsh, and an all-star ensemble of Nashville musicians. It's a really, really good album. There's some bluegrass stuff on here. There's just some kind of a countryish stuff on here, but it's a really, really solid record. Strongly suggest you get it. And for us old people that can't see in dim lighting, you can tell if it's side A or side B when you go to put it on the turntable. It's very cool. But wonderful, wonderful record from Molly Tuttle. I absolutely love it. It's getting a lot of love in my house. Next, an album that surprised me this year when it came out is Alex Lifeson's recent project, Envy of None, self-titled Envy of None. This is Alex Lifeson working with a female artist by the name of, damn, I'm terrible. Uh, Maya Wynn. I'm sorry, Maya. Maya is the star of this album. Her vocals are incredible. Her songwriting, she really, I mean, those guys are backing her up as far as I'm concerned, even though they're the heavyweights. It's Andy Curran and Alex Lifeson. Just a really, really brilliant album. It's surprised me. For any Rush fans out there, it doesn't really sound like Rush. There might be one song where you kind of hear that Rush guitar sound, but other than that, it's totally different and really well done. And like I said, Maya Wynn, I think she's going to be a superstar. Amazing, amazing vocalist. Next on my list, this would be 6, number 5. My favorite guitarist on the planet, Ry Cooder, comes out with this collaboration with Taj Mahal. Get on board. The songs of Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee, produced by Ry's son Joaquim, recorded in Joaquim's living room. It has that sound. It just sounds like you're sitting there, and Ry and Taj and Joaquim are in the room with you, just playing their guitars and singing, and it's got a very homey sound and beautiful record. Great covers on the songs. Again, it's an album that I'm embracing and listening to quite a bit. Get on board. They do Midnight Special, just trying to pick some of the songs that people would know. Drinking Wine, Spody Odie, which is, I think Jerry Lee Lewis had a hit with that. I Shall Not Be Moved. It's on Non Such Records. And yeah, it's, if you like roots music, if you like acoustic blues, you might want to give this one a listen. Get on board, Ry Cooder and Taj Mahal. Next, an album I found out about from my great friends Norman Maslov, Mazzy, and Larry Graves. We were on a live chat one day, and Mazzy mentioned this album, and Larry said that he had written it down to talk to me about it, and it is Orville Peck, Bronco. Again, this is an album that really could make number 1 on a lot of lists. It's a great record. Orville Peck, he's kind of a weird dude from Canada. He wears this mask, so you never see his face. I don't know if there's a pic. There's the inside jacket on the gatefold. He always wears a mask when he performs. Here is the vinyl. It's a 2-record set. The music is very, what am I going to say? It's got that kind of haunting guitar sound. His voice is kind of a cross between Roy Orbison and Elvis Presley. It's like a Western cinematic kind of a thing. It's just a really, really cool album. I highly recommend it. You just got to listen to it and keep listening to it. It gets better and better and better. Bronco, Orville Peck. Oh, number 3. The top 3, I had a really hard time not making them all number 1. These are my picks for album of the year, definitely so far. I think they're all incredible. I had a really hard time keeping this from number 1, and really the only reason I didn't make it number 1 is because it just appeals to a smaller group of people like myself, but this is a brilliant album. Bela Fleck, My Bluegrass Heart. Bela hasn't done a bluegrass album in quite a few years. His albums are mostly, with the Fleck tones and jazz influenced, or world music, or symphonies, or whatever. The man's just a brilliant, brilliant artist. Just because he plays a banjo, do not ignore this man. Bela Fleck, My Bluegrass Heart. I think even if you're not a bluegrass fan, you would appreciate this album just because of the playing is just brilliant. The guest artists on here: Sam Bush, David Grisman, Sierra Hall, Chris Stiley, Billy Strings, Brian Sutton, amazing flat picker, Molly Tuttle, who we just talked about, Jerry Douglas, Michael Cleveland, great fiddle player, Stuart Duncan, one of the great musicians out of Nashville, plays fiddle. Um, Stuart Duncan has played with everyone. Like, he tours people, Elvis Costello, Mark Knopfler. Like, this man is a respected musician. Edgar Meyer, the great upright bass player. Mark Schatz, another bass player. Uh, Two other guest banjoists, the great Noam Pakilny from the Punch Brothers, and Tony Trishka, who was Bela's teacher and mentor for many years, another great player. But this is a fantastic album. It sounds great too. Bela's currently on tour, touring all over with this place, and the concerts get rave reviews. So please don't ignore this just because it says Bluegrass on it. It's well worth a listen. Number 2, introduced to me by my good friend Sam St. John. He told me I got to listen to this, I got to hear it, I got to get it, and I just ignored him because this is an artist that I kind of gave up on quite a few years ago. John Mellencamp, Strictly a One-Eyed Jack. What a great record this is. If you like, this isn't John Mellencamp, Paper and Fire and Jack and Diane and all that stuff. This is the rockin' John Cougar guy. This is an introspective kind of I don't want to say folky, but after years of smoking, he's got this raspy voice, and just the songs are great. It really reminds me of Bob Dylan's latest album, Rough and Rowdy Ways. If you're a fan of that album, you'll absolutely love this album. There's a bit of Louis Armstrong in it. There's a bit of Tom Waits in it. It's just a strong record from John Mellencamp. Number 2 of the year so far. We'll see what's going to come out in the last half of the year to knock these off. My number 1, I talked about it the other day. This album is brilliant. The whole project is going to be exciting. It is Tedeschi Trucks, I Am the Moon. This is release number 1, Crescent. I wish I could get the vinyl on this, but I want to buy the vinyl box set. So this is a project that they've been working on for 2 years. It has they've also done a film project to go along with it. You can watch, if you just Google or search Tedeschi Trucks on YouTube, you'll see lots of stuff released from these albums. So the plan is to release, I believe, an album a month for 4 months. June, this one came out in June. The next, and so this one's called Crescent. The next one, I can't remember what it's called, but it's being released today. My copy arrives on Tuesday. Then August 1st and September 1st. And then I believe September 17th, somewhere around there, they are releasing a 4 LP box set. I'm not even sure if it's 4 LP, but it's a box set of the 4 releases. So that I'm definitely going to get. But in the meantime, the only way really I can listen to this, I think they don't seem to be available in Canada too readily. So maybe in the States you can get the vinyl as the CDs are released. I'm not sure. But I'm happy with the CDs for a while until I get the vinyl. But this is a fantastic record, so well done. There's everything from rock ballads to, there's a song called Fall In, which is just so infectious. It's got a real New Orleans vibe to it. There's a great instrumental on here at the end. Just brilliant vocals, brilliant slide playing from Derek Trucks, great song composition. Just a great record. I can't impress on you enough to give this a listen. Go on Spotify, go on YouTube, check it out. Please let me know if you like it, because I think it's incredible. Tedeschi Trucks Band, I Am the Moon. Crescent is the first album out of the 4. Check it out. So that's so far halfway through the year. That's my ranking of my favorite albums of 2022. There's a long time to come. I'm hoping for some great releases in the last half of the year. This has been a great year for music as far as I'm concerned. A lot of really strong albums. And let me know if I missed any that I need to hear. I would love to have your comments on that. Thank you so much. Have a great Canada Day, and I'm sure I'll be back before the 4th, but it's 4th of July coming up too, so it's a great weekend. Take care.